Are you? You gonna break that 19-second pole? You done been 18s now, ain't you?
I think so. Yeah.
18 and a half. There you go, hot rod. Got this F450, we're changing the shifter cable. The old cable, they put a loop in them like that factory. And over time they get hard, so they got an updated one that's shorter. It's just a straight shot instead of having that loop in it. To be honest with you, I'm a Chevrolet guy. I like Chevrolets. Chevrolets are great. I dislike Fords, and I absolutely hate regular ass Cadillacs. This piece of crap. Come here.
Cadillac STS.
Show it right here. The bolts are so rusted.
3.6 liter.
I can't take the freaking exhaust off because the bolts are almost rusted through. So I'm having to pull stuff down.
Right here.
So I'm gonna pull this line off. I'm trying to get this freaking star out. But I'm so glad this is not a GM product. I'm so glad that Cadillac, Damien, is not owned by GM. I'm so glad.
They sell at the same dealership, which means they are the same vehicle.
Watch your camera out. Don't shake it. But yeah, I'm so glad that this is not a Chevrolet product.
It is a Chevrolet product.
That's good, buddy. I'm out here today, me and Damien, going through doing an oil pump on this little Mustang right here. Luckily, being a turbo car and the front end being tubed on, I can get right up in here and sit down in here and put it so everything goes pretty smooth this way. Putting it back together now, put the 10295 or 10355 pump in it instead of the 296 that was in it. Let's get this bolt up in there. Just cut it. Get a set of cutters, side cutters, okay? Kaidyn out here stripping the interior out of this. He's got a mess out here he's got to clean up. And the trash bag there, we ain't got the majority of the interior out of it, so I can cut everything. Look, son. Watch this. Look.
Got it.
Don't be a sissy next time. Get your trash bag, get this trash up out here. And this stuff has to go to a different place. It ain't going to the scrap metal place. We got the heads for ghosts, we got the gaskets, got the block. Everything's 1/2-inch studded. Let me flip the camera around and show y'all something real quick. So here's the new trick flows. The chambers look a little different than what my other ones do. If you look right here, those new head bolts won't go through there, so we got to drill these things out for 1/2-inch studs. So I'm gonna show y'all how we do that real quick. I'm gonna get the plate and everything. We're going ahead and drill these today and get this stuff ready. I gotta check the gaskets and make sure they'll go through the gaskets, which I think, pretty sure they'll go through the gaskets. There's enough room there. But we're just gonna make sure everything goes from there. So like I said, this right here won't fit in here. So I got this jig from Tick Performance. So what we'll do, we'll come in here and we'll take these dowels and we'll locate them in the dowel points there. And that'll set that jig up to where I can put my drill bit in there to drill these heads. So it'll make it pretty simple, it won't make it too bad. So let me get it set up for you. So now I got to set up all the dowels in it. All the holes are perfectly centered. I got this little fixture right here, this little spacer right here. We'll go through, we lock it in our guide. You pull it down here, you just screw it in, you turn it, lock it in. Just something for the cutter. Put a little bit of lube on the end of it, and we'll go through and we'll drill each one of these down, open them holes up. Well, the drill's rough. I gotta tighten it up a little bit, but this is what you do right here. Them bits are so sharp, I had to get the real drill out to mess with that little battery power when the end of that thing's about wore out anyways. So we got the whole drill down in here. I'm just gonna drill them all, and then I can come back and clean out the holes, wash everything out real good. We got all of them drilled now. Everything should shear right on through the holes. We're all good. Just check them, make sure. I'm gonna put it over in Nigel's vat and wash it. We're good with everything on that one, so let's do the next one. So I just now noticed the new ERA intercooler came in. This is gonna be like the one that's gonna be on my car, except for mine says Boosters My Friend on the side of it. This is the ERA USA right here, 3-inch core. This thing is designed to be a little bit different than the most of your cores. Most of them They come in here, and they got a water passage here. They got a water passage there, and it pushes water this direction over so many different veins. This one goes laterally like this, so the water comes in here and it pushes water here, there, so you actually have a greater cooling surface this way because you have more veins. Instead of the length of it this way, you got more veins going this direction for the area to cool off on. Plus, I gotta see if these, hey, are these anti-roll bars spoken for?
Who needs one?
No, are they spoken for or no?
At the moment, I got one for, well, I don't, one for sure is available.
All right, so if you're wanting a gangster anti-roll bar, these are the best anti-roll bars in the game. He's got one that's not spoken for right now. So if you're wanting something, you better hit up Nigel at Brutal Speed and Tuning to turn around and get your hands on that one while they're in stock. And we have, how many beadlock rings we got over here, Nigel?
A lot.
So we got a lot of beadlock rings. So look, if you're wanting your beadlock rings, we got a lot. So we just got these in stock. So it's time to go through and start putting these titanium bolts to use right here on your beadlocks. So if you want beadlocks, come get your set. BK's been out here working. Almost got the motor out of it. Just pulled the straw, so we don't need a K member and all that stuff. We got all that stuff. So I decided to go ahead and just drop the K member down. Let's pull it forward. So I'm gonna jack up on this side. Tomorrow I'll have a skid steer up here where I can turn around and move it and load it on the trailer and all like I need to, but it's gonna be out here in just a few minutes. Pull it. Ho, 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 ho. We're touching somewhere. We're touching something. We figure out what we're pulling on. I don't see nothing. Little harness up in there. Let me cut that little harness, but that ain't why it was coming forward. It must have been because the drive shafts. Since we ain't gonna need none of that, we're gonna cut the torque box out. We gotta clean up all the metal. Figure I'd go ahead and cut the rear end. Now I can go ahead and load it on the trailer so I can haul it this morning too. So I'm gonna go through and get the skid steer over in a minute. Pull it out the side, throw it down the pile of junk. That way I can get rid of it while I'm at it. That way I don't have it sitting around like. Boys right here, they're trying to play basketball. There's all this dirt and stuff there. You know what? I got to cut a couple of them. I'm gonna get the little go and get the pool set back up. No sense in having all this concrete here. We covered that in. You see right on the hill with paper. Like the pool filled in. I don't like cutting grass on that hill anyway. So you know what? Let's go out here and open the basketball court up. So we can get out here and play. It ain't the widest court. It ain't the longest course, but it'll be good for some horse. It'll be good for some more kids to play on. And I don't mind a little bit of work, you know what I mean? I said I'd come out here and clean up a little bit. I'll paint my free throw line, my 3-point line, and all that on it. Time to get basketball court to play on. Well, if y'all ain't gonna believe where I'm at, stuck in the middle of the road. Ended up, I noticed this machine said it needed like an 8th tank of fuel, so, or it was on 8th tank, so I said, well, you know what? I'll run to the gas station real quick and get some fuel in it, fill it up, and bring it back and work it. So I get right here, turn down the road at my house at the red light, bam, out of fuel. Even though it says 8th tank is done. So Kaidyn and Nikki has gone to go get me some fuel. I'm stuck in the machine because the bucket won't go up or down. I'm not taking this door loose. So the bucket won't go up or down, it won't run. So I gotta wait on fuel. 5 o'clock traffic, cars are backed up. I'm sure they're good and pissed right now, but it is what it is. Got that load of junk to haul tomorrow. Got this thing pretty cut out. I gotta go back through Cut the outer part of that torque box right there. You gotta grind that loose. I gotta cut the whole tub out of it. Cut all the support out of the quarter panel right there. I would up cutting all the inner structure out to get the weight out of it. We'll cut the back floor out of it, and the gas tank, we'll take it out. Clean up this edge right here. And then I gotta come up front and measure that, where that's cut at, and measure this, and cut them close. So that way I can get the floor where I want it. I'm gonna come in here and take some of this upper structure right here. Those pieces there, I'll take that out of it. And that way this cage will fit in there real tight. So we getting there. We got stuff laid everywhere, but it's gonna be all right. Today's D-Day for all this junk. Hopefully it makes it to the scrapyard. Don't fall off in the street, because if it falls off, we're gonna be screwed. I might need to get another strap. Let's get another strap that on. I really don't want to lose that thing going down the road. Alright, well, we unloaded all the long and short steel. There wasn't a lot of short steel, so I just thought they could just have it all, just get it unloaded. So now we're up here. I got radiator, a little bit of non-ferrous stuff, and then go to the back door, copper, stuff like that, wire. We'll drop it in the back door. So it said we cut off, we had 2,300 pounds worth of Mustang with that motor and all that other stuff. That's how much long steel we had. You know they're good people when they got that right there beside their building. God, boy, that thing's cool, ain't it? Went to Nigel's day, cut me 2 bars. I can cut all this crap right here out of here, so I'm just going to cut it here, cut it off the back side, tap that into place where it's straight. Now I can weld it in. Same thing with that side. It's got it stuck up in there. I got to square it up, weld it, and we'll be done with it. And that way, like I said, we can get rid of a little bit of frame rubber right here that it don't need behind the tires. So I got to clean the paint up on it. And then, like I said, I got to finish cutting this piece of rail off. I just cut it loose there, tapped it into place. I'll square it up, weld it, turn around, cut the end off, cap it, do the same to the other side. Added my little hooks right there for my front of my fenders on both sides. Got to get everything sanded up, cleaned up. With this front end, Damien needs to change the oil in his old grandma's truck that he's about to sell. So I figured I'd go through and like I said, got to finish sanding the firewall so get that thing ready to paint. Touched up a few spots, got them welded in. Went ahead and painted them on both sides. Didn't turn out to look too bad, let the hammer tone dry. It's gonna be alright. Alright, we got the floor out of the back of it. We gotta cut the rest of the tubs out of the sides. I'm gonna clean up a little bit of the edges. And I gotta come up here, I gotta cut some more of the front out, measure and cut it out. And then we'll be ready to set this thing on. We gotta get the heater box. So I'm gonna get Kaidyn out here in a minute. Tell him I need to pull the heater box and pull the pedal assembly out of it. I'm gonna cut the floor. And then I gotta grind the rocker all the way down. I gotta grind it real good all the way down through there where we can clean it up and we can weld it to the other one. Getting there.